It's Josh, you're watching Hidden Hammock, and right now I'm officially announcing the Worldwide Stealth Camping Alliance Challenge. That's right, the March Challenge. Let's get to it. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Bam! Bridge Challenge.
Yeah.
So this month the challenge is to stealth camp by a bridge. That's right. So you could just feature the bridge in your video, walk over the bridge, or you could camp next to the bridge, or you could stealth camp under the bridge. Anything, just as long as it has a bridge. What sort of bridge? It could be any bridge. It could be like a motorway bridge, could be a footbridge, could be a railway bridge, a bridge to nowhere. And it doesn't matter where you camp, so long as you've featured a bridge.
Hey, Tony here, Random Adventures 2.0. All right, let me show you where we're at. We're doing a March challenge. Let me show you how we got here. All right. So that's how we got here, right? So the March challenge, all right, Josh, we've got it. Now I looked at a whole bunch of bridges. You're gonna hear a lot of traffic above me. This is a main route here over the Susquehanna River, but I've got my spot. Now, there's no two trees that I can really attach to. I'm hammock camping. I spent all month looking for a bridge. In fact, I found one that's an abandoned railroad bridge. Went there the other night, and it's a little sketchy where it's at. So we're towards the end of the month. I got to get this done. So let's get it done. Let's do a March challenge, stealth camp. So here we go. All right, I'm seeing some police car lights down there. This place did say that it was under 24-hour surveillance. So not sure what's going on, but it's early yet, so maybe he'll drive back here and I'll find out. So I'm gonna hold off on setting too much up right now. All right, so just real quick, this is the tree that I'm gonna hook to right over here, but just looking around this area. So we got our bridge right here. I'm under it. You can see it stretching across the Susquehanna River. So I'm gonna tie to this tree right here and then swing it over and tie to the Hummer, because I want to kind of be a little bit protected under it as well. But I am going to run the tarp, so that's good. But just looking at this area, I didn't kick any of this dirt away. So I'm thinking something's been digging in here. Not sure what, but just looking in here, I see a huge paw mark. I mean, huge. Huge. It's big. And it's digging all around in this dirt. So I know porcupines will dig for things, but I'm gonna look around in this mud, because if they walked around in the mud, yeah, that's pretty big. I don't know if that's a bear track or not. Let's get closer down to the water here where we can take a better look. Now, right over here, interesting spot. I was here a couple months ago and did a meal review over. This is the largest inflatable dam, or not the largest, it's the longest inflatable dam in the world, right over here. So it's about 2,000 some odd feet. It's under repair right now, so they're kind of working on it. But yeah, let's seeing a lot of paw marks down there along the water. I don't know. Let's make it. Oh, here's one. Yeah, I don't know what the heck that is. That's a massive, massive paw mark. Let me just lay my hand next to it. So that's a good sized paw mark. And there's a smaller one next to it. Yeah, I don't know. All right, well, we're gonna find out. So if it comes around, we'll be here. But look at the water. This is like a little eddy right in here. So very fast water out there going down over the bridge. I've got my fishing pole along today, so we are gonna do some fishing. Picked up some worms. Maybe we can drown a few while we're just hanging out. But obviously some guys down there fishing from the fiber dam. So probably won't do a fire right away, but I will start collecting some firewood. I want to get my hammock set up. I want to check on that police car that we saw a little while ago. But I think this is going to work. All right, so here's our bridge. Good deal. It's too much fun. So yeah, depending on where I was going to go or end up today, I have my big backpack. So I'm watching the police car. Its lights are off. It's heading out. It did have someone pulled over. I am really not sure what's going on over there. So I'm still a little hesitant to set up here. I mean, if I have to go to another place, I will. But they say, you know, if you see any crimes, report them. So I hope this is not a high crime spot. Like I said, we're gonna find out. But so we got this tree here, and I'm gonna tie to the Hummer there. But one of the things is I have the backpack, so I'm not gonna have to break that out, carry it in, because I was able to drive right here. I see other tire tracks here, so looks like someone had a fire over here. So there is some branches, but I'm gonna cut some wood. I did bring the my little 2.0 roasting pan addition for a fireplace, because I don't want to let ashes here and stuff. I kind of want to leave it how I found it. So like I said, I'm going to go ahead, now that he left, I'm going to go ahead and set the hammock up. All right. All right, guys, this is my setup. So we got the tarp up, it's hung. I got the rest of my stuff laying here. I did throw the backpack in the truck, in the Hummer, just because it's next door. so I do have the Hummer here. Man, that's gonna make it nice. You know, I'm kind of glamping it, I guess, right? So you could say, right? So, but unfortunately, that's what it has to be, because that's the only spot I've got. So I didn't have a way to tie up the back corner of the tarp, so I ran a line all the way out that way, and got a stick there holding that end up. But I think we got a pretty good setup here. I've got a nice flat top. It's getting a little better at this. I got a nice ridge line here, and I do have something holding up that bug net. I am going to need the bug net, even though it's in the lower 40s. It's going to get down to 35, but I've already had a bug land on my neck, a couple of them. So it's not huge, but anytime you're close to the river, yeah, you're going to have bugs. So got the tarp, and there's the hammock. Now I did add something to this. And like I said, I'm glamping it. All right. So It's called Hike Bike. Now inside of there is a inflatable sleeping pad. I've never had one before, so we're gonna give that a try. I think that'll sit in there pretty nice, but I've got to blow that up yet. So I want to get fishing. I got to get cooking. I got to get fishing. So I'm not going to cook anything elaborate, but we are going to cook. So we'll get to that here in a little bit. All right. Get situated in here. So this is I got this from Hike and Bike. So the I's are Y's, but Hike and Bike. I got it offline. It was only like $39, so it was pretty cheap. It's not the lightest thing in the world, but it's going to be durable. Let's see how this goes. So it comes in a nice little pack there. Okay, this is elastic strap. So it just got a little hook in here. It just hooks. All right. Yeah, pretty long. Bad part is I got to blow it up, so I don't have. All right, so we've got a release over here, large hole. Probably not going to blow in that one because it looks like there's another one right here. Yep. So this one's probably to let the air out because it's larger. Smaller opening, probably for filling it. I like how the strap stayed on here. So let me open this up a little bit. Hike and Bike. All right, let me blow it up. That's gonna lay in here. I've got the underquilt, or the top quilt, got the underquilt, thermal underquilt. Like I said, it's gonna get down into the middle 30s tonight. I didn't bring any gloves, so I do have a hand warmer just in case. But all right, I gotta blow this up. All right, I wonder how long this is gonna take. All right, there we go. So let me get that put in here. I think I'm gonna sleep with my feet down that end, just because I want to be able to see any cars that come in that side. That's why I left that tarp open higher. I can always go float in the river with this, right? I hope this fits in here. Yeah, looks like it's one, two. I think that's gonna work. So I did let a little bit of air out of that. So it kind of contours down in there a little bit more. I think that'll work. So I'm going to gather up some tinder and get a fire going here in a little bit. All right, got some tinder too. So we'll put this next to our pile. Alrighty. All right, now that we got a nice little bit of our tinder there and some cut wood, I think it's time to go fishing. So I don't know what you think, but that's what I think. So I'm just gonna wrap this up. I'm just gonna put this right over top of it. That way it won't blow away while we're fishing. All right, get this worm on here. Yeah. So if you're not familiar with fishing, you have to put a worm on because you got to run it through the hook. So yeah, there's a hook. Now I do it a certain way. Everybody has their own way. You got your way, I got my way, but at the end of the day, it's all about catching fish. So if your way works for you, you keep doing it. I'm gonna do it like this. I've always done it like this. I just 2 hooks once through. I got worm dirt on my hands. Been a long time since I had worm dirt on my hands. So that's okay because I've got something to wash it off with. All right, first cast, here we go. All right, looks like somebody's already got a little thing for the fishing pole right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and utilize that. I've got the line on right here, a little bit of tension on. I'll be able to see this flicker. Won't be able to hear it from up there, but I can see it from camp. So I'm gonna walk up here, take you along. So we're gonna just let that worm down there and come on up here, and I want to get some stuff together. It's getting late, so I know it's going to get dark, so I want to make sure I get some more things going. I want to clean my hands up a little bit. All right, get a jacket on. I think I'm going to throw this on. I'll go ahead and put this on. Like I said, it's going to get cold tonight. It's already dropping. I can feel it. It's dropping. All right, so let me get this going. Get cleaned up a little bit, and then I'll start dinner. All right. Well, you know what? Maybe I'll make there's a new thing I've got that I want to try, so I might build a little fire with that, and maybe put one of the cups on there. But let me get cleaned up. All right, so I'm gonna get that fire started. I don't know if y'all remember, but I've got this fire starter, the Bigfoot Bushcraft fire starter. So I'm going to use this in a little bit to get my fire started. I know one of the members said, "Oh, I just use a big lighter." Well, yeah, I have a big lighter too, but these are so much fun. All right, so I am going to make some tea. So I've got a loose leaf tea for some of my Australian and British followers and supporters. So I get my fire striker out, get that ready. But I did grab some loose leaf tea. So this is The name of it is gunpowder green tea. So I did pick this up at a health food store. So it is loose tea. See if I can get some out here. See if I can show it to you. So it looks like little balls, like little bit of gunpowder. So I'm going to go ahead and scoop some of that up in here. It says about a teaspoon. I'm going to get this ready. So this will swell up a lot. I had a cup already. So I usually just go about like that. It's going to fill this whole thing. But I want a nice strong cup of coffee or cup of tea. Just lock this closed. All right, so that's ready to hang in the bag. Once I get the water heated up, I'm just going to lay that to the side. But what's for dinner? All right, so I'm just going to go simple today. It's not some great menu or anything. I'm just flying off the seat of my pants here. So I got this pot. My one son got me. So I wanted to utilize this. And I am just going to do a very simple ramen noodle with rice. Kind of packed it all in here. Got some, going to do some tomatoes, jalapeno, also garlic. What else did I? Now this is pre-cooked rice. And then ramen noodles. And then I am going to, depending, I am going to put a mayonnaise packet in it and a honey packet in it. And I do have a couple other things. I got a pink salmon. That's going to go in here, as well as might do the honey barbecue stick. But I got to get that out. So let me get things going and then I'll get cooking. All right, or chopping or something. All right, talk to you soon. All right, I was just down there and checked on the rod. Nothing on there yet. But I was going to say I caught some salmon, but I didn't. So this is going to go in there too. So far you might think this sounds pretty disgusting, but I want you to try it. So I'm going to do that. And then I got I don't know if I'll put this in there too. This is it's called a fatty. So it is 11 grams of protein. It's a honey barbecue smoked meat stick. So it is grass-fed beef and pork. So raised without antibiotics, gluten-free, no nitrates added. All right, this is by Sweetwood. It looks pretty good. So I may chop that up too. Just get a little bit of surf and turf. So hey, maybe I should name it surf and turf. So well, we'll figure out a name for it once I taste it. Maybe yup. So never again. The never again meal, right? So all right, so let me get working. And I got to get a fire started. All right, so I do have my traditional BRS burner, and then I also have another burner that I just got. It's another little lightweight burner. That one's a little over an ounce. But I just picked this up because I saw somebody else using it. I've never used one of these things before, but it's like a little fireplace. So I guess you set your pot on top of here. I don't know how fast I can boil water with this, but it looks like this just pops in here. Let me get it put together. Just got to be a little careful with this because it is like sheet metal. So I was thinking I could cut myself with it, but so far so good. All right, so that just snaps in there. So you got a little grate on the bottom. It does sit up on itself, and then looks like a pot would sit right on top, just like that. I don't know how it's going to go. We're going to give it a whirl. So we got to get moving over here. I'm going to set it up on the ground and then go from there. All right. So here's where filming gets a little tricky because you can't see me and the close-up of this. But we are just going to use the Bushcraft, Bigfoot Bushcraft fire starter. Like I say, you just give this a peel, give it a twist, rip it open, shred it. Now I soaked this in water for 20 minutes in my water bottle. Go check out that video. This is a pretty neat little fire starter here. So, but it's just got a lot of little fibers in there. Really cool. So I don't think I need any more fibers out than that. So I am just going to go ahead and lay that in there. I'm just going to check the camera. Yeah, I can see it. So I just want to make sure that this all happens at one time. I'm going to get some of this ready to put down in there. So I'm going to try to strike this through this little hole. See my striking skills. But are you ready? So there we go. Wasn't quite hitting it. So that little burner there is supposed to burn for 5 minutes. So there's our bridge. I'm not going to stick any more tinder in there, but we are going to go ahead and start sticking our little sticks in. Just start feeding it. These twigs seemed pretty dry, but it has been raining. So we're gonna go ahead and let this just kind of do its thing. I clear some of this away. All right. Give you a little better view of my little fireplace. All right. So we just got little twigs here. We're just gonna feed the fire. And then we got our pot there. I'm gonna load this thing up. That little fire plug, that should burn for 5 minutes. So that should be plenty for these to catch. I don't know how much I'm gonna have to feed it. Got some wind coming in from the one side here. But I am gonna just load this stove up. All right, so I'm gonna take the fire striker and get that put back in here. Let's go ahead and get our pot on. I guess I'm pretty stable there. It's heating up. So this is the first time I ever used something like this. It's pretty interesting. So I'm gonna fill it up here about there. It's gonna turn this pot black, but that's what you get. Move this away. We're good. We're away from our tarp. So I hate to see my hammock go up in flames. But I've got plenty of sticks here, so I'll just keep feeding them in. I don't believe this is going to be as fast as my my micro burner, but it should be interesting. So I'll get the lid on that. All right, so this is the other burner that I just recently got. This is a great one. Like I said, I like that BRS. This one is called the Desert Fox. I just got it. It was only like $16. This top part here, the burner. So looks pretty good. I'm gonna give this a, so I want to get that tea going. So that water is just about boiling. I got to get stuff cut up here, get them ramen noodles in there. So get this, I'm just gonna go ahead and give this a quick strike. A little high up, I couldn't hit it. Turn this down. I'm going to set this over there. Got my other cup out. This is my smaller cup. So I'm going to go ahead and just go ahead and put this right in here. I'm going to let it boil right in there. Grab my water. And then I will show you how we're doing over there, but I got to get my stuff cut up. Let's get that ramen noodle going. Go ahead and fill this up. This is going to be done pretty darn quick. So go ahead and put this lid on. Set this up here. So one difference between this and the BRS is I noticed that the little arms that come out, they're a little wider. So I might put up with a little extra weight just to have this a little bit more sturdier. I'm just going to go ahead and give this a set down here as well. Level. That's going to be, oh yeah, that's boiling. All right, so I just got this, just basic ramen noodles. Nothing fancy, nothing special. But we're gonna take this over and we're just gonna get this right in that pot and get this part of it started. So we're gonna get that going. It's already going pretty good. Keep our, I think I'm gonna go ahead and let that burn down. That worked pretty darn good. Check on our tea. Oh yeah, that's burning. That's a boiling. I don't want to boil it, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn that off. So yeah, so far that's working great. So I just shut the tea off. Let's give a good look in there. All right, so it's gonna sit a little bit. Ramen noodles are in there. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this pot off of here. You know what? I'm gonna let it sit just a little bit more while I cut up a few things. All right, so what else is going in here? Well, we want to get some rice. So this is already cooked rice, so it doesn't need cooked, it just needs heated up. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this in the pot. I want it to get nice and warm, and then I'll get to cutting. All right. All right, so that's in there. I'm gonna throw this back in the bag. All right, so I want to get my jalapeno in there as well. So I got to get this cut up. I'd like to get that in there. I want to get that beef stick in there. So while it's still heating up. All right, so I'm gonna just work off, continue working off the front of the truck here. So got my pepper. So. Oh, we're getting a nice little sunset going. At least the colors. Okay, the hottest part of the pepper is the seeds. I want them in there. So I'm going to go ahead and leave them in. At least most of them. Yeah, let's leave them in. Feel a little spicy. All right, so I'm probably going to go one more slice that way. All right, let's get it cut down. Yeah, it's a lot of seeds. That's all right. I want these to kind of cook a little bit too. You know what? I should have roasted the skin on the fire. Should have done it next time, right? All right, so that's a good bit. Go ahead and scoop that up, most of it. I'm gonna go ahead and get that in the pot. All right, so that's in there. I go ahead with the rest of this. So that was just one ramen noodle, and then also, oh, that's hot. All right. Oh, that's hot. Oh. Yeah, man, I shouldn't have let the seeds in. All right, so I've got one piece of clove of garlic. All right. So I do want to chop this up too. It's got a little spot I want to remove on it. Another spot. Hey, there's a little spider. Hey, buddy. All right. Okay. Yeah. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and turn that blade around. Okay. It's not the freshest piece of garlic. That's the garlic. Yeah, so far we're doing good back here. Some fishermen in a boat over my shoulder down upstream a little bit. All right, so that's a lot of garlic. That's a whole clove. Yeah, so there's the garlic. Get that in there. Scrape it along. Break that rice up. Oh, that's hot. All right, got the garlic in. Let's clean this up a little bit. Put these in the bag. So I am going to chop up some of this beef stick. Not all of it. That's a lot of beef to be putting in there. I'll probably save some of it for a snack later, but I do want a little bit of this flavor in there as well. So let me just get this cut open. I'm just gonna give it a good slice. So you can still see the tip of that pole down there. Not getting anything yet. All right, so I'm just going to do this in some chunks, some little thin chunks. And I think the rest of it I can save the rest. I'll save the rest of that for later. All right. So a couple tomatoes. I got that pink salmon. So wild caught pink salmon. So I was gonna put it on the end of the rod and reel it in, but nah, I'm not that creative right now. So I want to get this finished. I want to get eaten. I'm hungry, really am hungry. But that would have been pretty cool. So maybe next time. So just a couple tomatoes. I might leave them big. Some of them. I hear these cars going over this bridge above my head, and I think someone's pulling up here. So they're not. So, oh, thought I just chopped up all the tomatoes. I'm like, well, I thought I had more tomatoes. So, yeah, I leave them big. Right. So I'm gonna bring that pot over here, I believe. Yep, that should be good. Yeah, it's staying nice and warm over there. So let me get this on. I'll scrape this up and let's put this tuna in. There's that wild caught pink salmon. So 15 grams of protein. So far, our meal is going pretty good with protein. So we've got protein from the beef stick. We've got this pink salmon. So traditionally, I mean, a lot of times when I go out, I'll make a backpacking meal. You know, one of the dehydrated ones where you add water. You can see the reviews of those on my channel. But then also just make other stuff too. So I want to make sure that I get this back in the bag, get it in the car, stored, just in case that footprint was a bear, because I think bears like salmon. Bears like honey as well, so, all right. So let's get this stuff in there. All right. All right, so we'll get the rest of this in there. Get the pink salmon in. Let's check on this. Oh yeah, that's doing good. So I am gonna get this pink salmon in here. Oh yeah. Okay. And then we've got that beef stick as well as tomato. Now, like I said, I'm putting a couple other ingredients in here. I do have my GPS along, so my garlic, salt, and pepper, 2.0 style. So that's right here. So I've got my 2.0. Ashes are done. Gonna go ahead and put some of that in. That should be good. And like I said, couple of mayonnaise and honey packets. We're losing light pretty quick. So like I said, I've got this mayonnaise packet as well as these little honey packets here. So that's a little darker one, that's a lighter one. But we're gonna put that in here, give it a stir. Let me just push that down in there. Oh, so that's thickened up really nice. Got my spork. Now I didn't put any flavoring packet in here, so it's just this stuff. The GPS, the garlic, pepper, and salt, the jalapeno in there. So this may disgust you, but give it a try. A little bit of mayonnaise to it. Not like we're hiking today too far. But then the mayo in there, some of the honey in there. Ooh, I want to knock it over. So I'm only going to put one honey in here because I'm going to save the other one for the tea. Actually, let me just drop that in the tea. All right. So you might be thinking, Tony, do you make this all the time? No. This is the first time making this. But you can see what that mayonnaise does. See how it turns the the water kind of milky. So, I mean, my mouth is watering right now because I can only imagine how this tastes. Now, whether it tastes good or not, that'll be determined here in a second. Good. Yeah, you could do salmon, you could do tuna, you could do Spam, whatever. Yeah, that's pretty darn good. So the wild caught salmon has a little bit more fishier taste than, say, like your traditional tuna. It's good. I am going to add a little bit more GPS to it, so garlic, pepper, and salt. Got that in there. All right. So look at that. So we got some tomatoes in there on this bite. Some salmon. Also, one of the beef stick. Yeah, very good. All right. So check on the tea. So this is that tea bag ball, or loose tea ball. And I did drop that packet of honey in here. I do have one more packet of honey. I might throw that in my meal as well. But salute, and thanks for coming along for this stealth camping. We got a long night yet, but I'm enjoying dinner, enjoying the bridge. Street lights will be coming on soon, so I'm anxious to see how it's going to light this place up, because there's some street lights right above there. We're going to take a quick little walk just so you can see the side of this. I don't know if I'll walk all the way down there to the fiber dam or not. I mean, you can see it from my video. I'll put it right here, the one for the fiber dam, where you can see this whole bridge. But one interesting thing about the Susquehanna River, the river itself, the Susquehanna River, is like one of the 3 oldest rivers in the world, believe it or not. So Susquehanna University down here, one of the professors was telling me that they've done studies, and this river was here, and even though the continental plates had divided, this river was here, and it never moved. It wasn't part of that. Now, I don't know all the background of it, but we're camping on one of the oldest rivers in the world. Amazing, right? All right. So gunpowder green tea, very good. Oh boy, very good. Okay, so I put the top on that. I'm gonna get to eating. Might sit in the hammock here and eat a little bit, or I might walk down to the water. Yeah, we gotta check that fishing line. So I'm gonna walk down here with my meal and check the line. All right, so dinner's done. That was really good. I just checked on the fishing rod. I didn't see it there for a second, but I had to turn the light on. So I was using my headlamp in one of the videos, and a subscriber commented and said, hey, you need to check out the O light O bulb. So I got one. I like it. That's what's lighting me up right now. So it is, it's magnetic, so I got it stuck to the car. But this it's a little light. So yeah, it's got little buttons on the bottom, but this is magnetic. It charges. Check it out. It's an O light O bulb. You're gonna see this tonight, throughout the night, because this is what I'm going to use to light myself up when I'm in the hammock later on when it's really pitch black, dark. But for now, this is the highest setting, so it's pretty bright, right? So this is without it, pretty dark. So I just set it right there so you can see me. And so what are we going to do? So dessert. What is dessert? So I have, dang it, that's backwards. That's backwards, isn't it? All right, it's because I got the camera facing me so I can see myself. So this is a Cafe Espresso Bean. So this is a chocolate bar. So who doesn't like chocolate? I do. I love chocolate. So I'm not gonna eat this whole thing right now. I gotta check that fishing rod. Like I said, it's getting dark. You can barely see it down there. But boy, doesn't that look good. See if the old bulb can shine this baby up. All right, so that looks good. I don't know if it's dark chocolate or milk chocolate. Just says farmhouse premium chocolate. Oh, it is rich dark chocolate. So rich dark chocolate, not poor dark chocolate. It's rich dark chocolate. Let's see how rich it is. So I just snapped a piece off. Oh, it's a double piece. I'm gonna go with one square. Just try it. Yeah. Yeah, you can taste that coffee. Taste that espresso. It's got little bits of coffee bean in it. I can taste little bits of coffee bean, like a little crunch. Pretty darn good. Good. Very good. So, I'll save more of that for later. I have a few more things to put away, and then I think we're going to get a bigger fire started. It's dark enough, I think. I know it looks brighter over there because that's the side the sun's setting on. This way, it's getting darker because that's the opposite side the sun's setting on. All right. Anyhow, okay. All right, so it's getting dark. It got dark quick. So I was cleaning up around camp there and come down here to check on the fishing rod. So I'm gonna give it a little bit of a tug. Nope. So that's just still floating there. Sky looks a lot bluer. When I hold that up there, man, it looks blue, doesn't it? It's not. It's almost pitch black up the river. So that's the one thing about these smartphones, they adjust, for the lighting. That's not what it looks like. But let's take a walk on down here. So this is our bridge. See a moth flying there. So there are insects out there. You can see them flying around my light. This is our bridge. That is the town of Sunbury over there. And then up river north is the Shikellamy State Park. So that's where I'd stealth camped not too long ago. All right, so just a quick look down here again. So I don't want to run into my fishing line. All right, so I thought we'd take a quick walk out along here. See, it's muddy, so I got to watch my step. Let me see if I can get this thing on a different view. There we are. All right, so I just wanted to take a quick walk down through here. Like I said, we got to be careful because this is very muddy and it's dark. I can't really see, so I can get up here in the grass. I want to get over here. I want to get a quick shot of the, yeah, that's all mud. I'm going to go ahead and give it a couple steps this way because I want to shine up at the bridge. So you can see that's our bridge. That's the street lights going across. Let me get it a little closer. So this is our bridge that we're camped under, and back over that way is the Hummer. On the other side, my hammock, and I am getting some bugs. So I did not pull my bug net closed earlier, so hopefully no bugs got in between the bug net and the hammock. So like I said, we didn't catch any fish, but I wasn't really concentrating on fishing. Like I said, I just stuck a worm on and we drowned it. I might do a little bit more off camera. If I catch anything, I'll bring you on and show it to you. But I need to get a bigger fire started. I think I'm going to bring all of my stuff right down here and maybe make a fire right here. Yeah, I think so. Right close by the water. Yep, that way I can fish as well by the fire. Okay. Let's get that set up. All right, so lighting is an issue. So, yeah, I'm right here. But anyhow, we're gonna go ahead. You can really hear them vehicles up there. So we're gonna get another fire started down here a little closer. Again, just these bushcraft, Bigfoot bushcraft fire starters. I really like these things. Now I've got a lot of tinder here too, so this is a nice little bundle. And then I've got wood lined up, different sizes on the way up. This is gonna burn for 5.5 minutes or more or longer. So I'm just going to give it a good spin, unleash all that, give it a good pull out. So I'm going to lay that on top right there. Then I'm going to probably flip it over, put the lid on. So it is windy right here, right now. So apologize for the light. That's my headlamp giving us some light right now. But soon that will be done. not catching anything. You can barely even see me, so I think I'm going to call it. I had a bite. Give us a second. Right over top of this fire here. It's pretty warm. Make sure my pants ain't catching on fire, right? All right, hold on. All right, I'm gonna have to bring you back on in a second. I gotta get this around this branch. I almost got it to shore. I don't know if it's good. Drag it in. Oh, that rod's bending. It's bending. Oh, all right, I'm dragging it to shore here. Oh, there we go. Hey, wait a minute. That's a Yingling. What? That's a 24-ounce Yingling? Wait, I think they're in season. Hey guys, this is one of my favorites. Let me get my light up here. So this is one of the things that came ashore. So I did catch something. It wasn't the fish that I was looking for, but I'll tell you what, this is a Yingling lager. So that's one of my favorites. The black and tans actually I like way better, but I like these a lot too. But this one, now if it was 16-inch, I'd have had to throw it back. Just saying. So this is a little bit larger. So what is that? How many ounces is that? That's the large one. So I can't tell. It's the bigger of the two. So it's not a 16 or 12 ounce. I just can't see it. But hey, I don't have to throw this one back. It's legal. So Yingling lager. So Yingling, just to give you a little background, Yingling is the oldest brewery in the United States. So the America's oldest brewery. So if you didn't check out the Yingling brewery tour, you can go on over to the channel. Maybe I'll put a picture of the link here. Not the link, but a picture of the Yingling brewery tour. That is in Pottsville. It's a great beer. Very, very good. So, like I said, if it was 16 or 12 ounce, I'd have to throw it back, but this is larger than that. So, this is a keeper. So, let's give that a try. Crack it open. See if I can do this with my one hand. I try to keep some light on me. There we go. There we go. Got it. Oh, it's foaming up. Yeah, that's because it's foaming a little bit because I had to fight this one all the way into shore. So, all right, to Stealth Camping Alliance, cheers. All right, let's give this one a try. Yeah, that tastes like another one. But I don't think there's any more. It's getting late. Fire's going out. I got to get up there, get to bed soon. This is going to help a little bit. So still got our fire going. I'm going to watch this a little bit more, enjoy the beer. So we'll catch you in a little bit after I hit the hammock. So this is our big catch of the day. So no catch and release for these. It is the larger of the two. So this is a keeper. This one doesn't have to get thrown back. I'm drinking this one by the fire. All right, talk to you soon. All right, fire's almost gone. Beer's gone. Fire's almost gone. So I've got. Right now it's about 9:45. So it's 9:45 p.m. I'm going to throw my light on and let's just take a quick walk under the bridge. So this is one of the structures here, support beams, and So this is our bridge. It's a double lane bridge that goes across the Susquehanna River. This is the intro that you saw. That's the wall support. But I kind of wanted to take a little bit of walk around it. So there's some pretty big puddles we got to watch out for. Over that way, when you get off of the Shamokin Dam side, there's a couple turnarounds for getting off, coming across the bridge. But I did notice that there's some water back here, a little creek. So this just runs. I'm wondering if this was part of the canal. Before railroads, they used canals. This almost looks like it may have been part of a canal at one time. Looks like some stepping stones to get across. I don't have any desire to go across tonight, so we're not going across. But yeah, so this is where we're at. A lot of traffic comes across this bridge. Yeah, so slow turning around here. So this is the other side of that structure. Yeah. And then we are just on the other side here. You can see Sunbury across the river there. But just starting to see my hammock now. So, yeah, so we got some puddles to watch out for here. Oh, I just stepped in one. Dang it. That's not going to be good. But there's our hammock. And see that stick I put up to hold up the one side of the tarp? In fact, right here is the guideline. It runs pretty far across. But that's our view. And I found out what that noise is. I don't know if you can see it up there, but see that American flag? I'm gonna see if I can get it a little closer. So you can see the wind is blowing, and that American flag, there's a rope that you raise it and lower it with. That's what's, you can hear that noise. So that was echoing in the woods. That's why I said I thought I heard a really crazy noise. It was echoing in the woods, and it sounded like something was coming through the woods. But we've got our tarp. We got a nice ridge line set up for our tarp. I could drop these flaps down, but it's windy, but it's not that windy. I think once I'm in the hammock for the night, I didn't bring my knit cap, so I've only got my baseball cap, so I might get a little chilly there. I don't even think I have my buff for my neck. I'm totally ill prepared for some things tonight, but yeah, that's a little runoff drainage there that goes down to the river. But yeah, we're tied up pretty good to a couple trees. I'm pretty happy with this setup. Got our O-light O-bulb. It's magnetic, so it does stick to things, so you can see it on the side of the car there. I'm telling you, thank you for recommending that. It's been a great addition to the stealth camping that I'm doing. So, and it'll be good. Whoops. Sorry about that. It'll be good for a lot of other things too. So, yeah, you can see you got the hammock and the liner in there, the sleeping pad. So I'm all ready to climb in. Like I said, it's almost 10 o'clock. Our fire is almost out completely down there. I just want to kind of hang out with it until it completely goes out before I climb totally into bed. There is some water right there, but I'm just going to let it burn out, get rid of those burnt embers. Doing a little cleanup here. I was trying to figure out, I didn't want to hold that Olight O bulb. So I looked around and I actually found a Chef Boyardee beefaroni can that I can stick my Olight O bulb to. So that's going to be when I talk to you from the hammock, I'll be able to click on that light, because this thing here's magnetic, so it sticks to the can. But a little bit of ingenuity, so I'm going to use my tripod. I've got it clamped down pretty good. So yeah, you need to improvise, right? So that should work out pretty good. All right, we'll talk to you in a second. All right, we are in the hammock. So this pad's working out good. That light up there on the, so that's our view out the bug net of the river. Bridge is up there. That's our Chef Boyardee light rig, which I'm telling you, you need to get a Olight O bulb. So that thing's great. So didn't like using that red light on my headlamp to talk and so forth, but that is working out really good. That's probably one of the best investments I've made. And they're not expensive either, and they do charge with USB. So they've got a magnetic charging. It just clicks right on there, charges up, and it lasts for a while. So that's good. So here we are. Hold that down a little bit. So get my headlamp off. Got squeeze in my head. All right, so it is about 11 o'clock. It is cooling down. Pretty good, but not bad. It's manageable. I got my shoes off. I only have a very thin layer of one pair of socks on. I did bring thermal socks in case, but this, after doing that 18 degrees, this thermal top quilt works out really good. So that's this one here, and it was cheap. It's only like a 45 degree, but it kept me warm at 18 degrees. So that's a good thing. I am going to probably check in every once in a while. I gotta get this charger off here. I was starting to lose charge, so and my 20 amp hour battery bank, so we're charged back up again. I'm going to say good night for right now, and I'll give you a quick view out the bug net towards the one end, and then swing back around this way and back at the river that way, and our bridge abutment is the break in the lights, but that's that. And so I'm going to get some shut-eye, and I will, if I wake up, I'll check back in a little while, a little bit later, but I don't know if I can, let me see if I can switch this around. All right, so that's our tarp, and as you see, that's our light outside of the bug net. That's down towards my feet. So we are good. Everything's nice. Like I said, I got that ridge line, bug nets on. We're good for the night. I'm gonna switch you back around. All right, well, I will talk to you later. All right, 2.0 out. All right. All right, guys, I'm just got up to use the facilities. So I'm just I just talked to Lisa. She just got off work. She's an LPN, if anybody was curious, but she's a nurse. But she just got off work. It's 12:10. But while we were talking, I said, "Oh man," I said, "I am so just loving this right now." So I told her I had an extra hammock in the Hummer. She said, "No, I'm going home." So, but hey, honey, just got up, talked to her, go to the bathroom quick, but it's doing really nice, really enjoying this. Like I said, this Olight O-Light O bulb just gives some really good lighting. But I'm just kind of casually sitting in the hammock right now. I did sleep for a little bit, but I wanted to get up and check my tube buddy, and I am at 497 subscribers. I am 3 away from 500. So hey, if you're not subscribed, maybe with this premiere tonight, maybe you push me over to that milestone. I'd really appreciate it. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's cool. So I'm gonna lights out, go back to sleep, but I'm gonna turn the camera around, let you see my view here real quick from under the tarp. So this is the view from under the tarp. Here you can see, might just try to turn this light around so we can shine it down that way a little bit, so you can see that bridge down there. Got our tarp up here, like I said, and then we come down. Right there's the river. I did, while I got up to go to the bathroom, did check on our little fire that we had down there. It is completely out, no embers. I did kick it around a little bit just to make sure, so we don't have to worry about that at all anymore as well. So all is good under the bridge. All right, so we will talk at you a little bit later. All right. Alrighty, so it is 3:10. So I just woke up, got up, had to go to the bathroom again. So that beer went right through me. 3:10. It has gotten a lot colder, and the wind has picked up. I had to adjust my tarp a little bit. It loosened up around the mirror of the car. But I am going to, this is just a quick update. Still a lot of traffic on the bridge. You can hear the traffic there, but all right, so I'm gonna get some more shut-eye, and I will talk to you. I think I had to remember to set my alarm, so I did just set my alarm. So I'm planning on 6:30 getting up, and hopefully there's enough light, but I've got to be tore down and out of here by 7 to latest 7:45. So I think sunrise is 7:08, so we should have enough light. All right, we'll talk to you later. Well, it's a long video. sorry about that, if you're even still here, right? So if not, hopefully you fast forwarded to this part. Just see how it ends. All right, well, I'm going back to bed. All right, good night. All right, Random Adventures 2.0. We did the March challenge under the bridge. It's been a great time, and it's time to get packed up. Thanks for coming along, and remember, it's just one adventure at a time. And hey, if you hit like and subscribe, I want to thank you, and welcome to the 2.0 family, and we'll catch you on the next Random Adventure. And remember, stay stealthy. All right. Hey, Josh, thank you very much for this challenge. It was a great challenge. Looking forward to April's challenge. Not sure what it's going to be, but I'm sure it's going to be a good one. All right. So I'm going to get this broke down. You go ahead and check out that sunrise, and I'm going to tear all this down. All right. We'll talk to you soon.